Did you know that not all high-paying jobs are exciting? In fact, some of the best and most high-paying jobs out there are downright boring. But here's the catch. Boring in this context does not mean bad or useless. It just means that it's very repetitive, not very exciting, and oftentimes overlooked by most people. The jobs that I'm talking about are the jobs that rarely make it into the dream job list. However, they do offer stability, low stress, high demands, and most importantly, high six-figure salaries, all while working remotely. And so, here are 6 jobs that are boring to most, but are very lucrative to those who don't mind the repetitive routine. And these jobs are, in fact, hiring right now in 2025. Be sure to watch until the very end because who knows, maybe one of these jobs may be your future job. Number 1, technical writer. Now, companies will always need well-structured and clear instructions and information for their products. And that's where you come in. You will write instruction manuals, software documentation, and user guides for your company's websites or apps or yada, yada, yada. Now, the pro to this job is that it is in high demand. Companies will always need a technical writer. And if you're an introvert, it will have minimal client interaction. However, some cons would be that it could be repetitive and it will require strong writing skills. And lastly, sometimes the deadlines can be tight. However, here's the good part. The salary goes from $100,000 to $130,000 a year. So I'm pretty sure that would make up for most of the cons in my opinion. And so to give my own personal opinion, I will rate it a 4 out of 5. I believe that it is great for strong writers out there. So for those of you who love writing and love English, well, here you go. However, it does require a little bit of technical knowledge. So there's that. Boring job number 2. Remote actuary. And what you're basically going to be doing for this job is that you're going to be analyzing the client's potential risk for insurance companies and businesses using mathematics, statistics, and financial theories. And the pro to this job is that it's going to give you a high job security along with minimal team interactions. However, the con is that it's going to require a long and extensive education and exams for you to become certified. But it might be worth it because the salary is $110,000 to $160,000. And so for my personal rating for this particular job, I will give it a 3 out of 5 because it's going to be difficult to enter. However, there's high returns for your investment, aka your education investment. Number 3 on the list is going to be compliance officer. And what you're basically going to be doing is that you're going to ensure that businesses follow legal and regulations requirements. This career is especially critical in healthcare, tech, and finance. You don't want any of those guys to be doing anything under the table or hide their taxes or mistreat their customers. Can you imagine a psychiatrist mistreating their patient? That would be pretty bad. And the pro to this is that it is a growing career field and it comes with remote flexibility and it is in high demand. So the odds of you getting hired goes up. However, the con that comes with this job is that it could potentially become very tedious and repetitive due to the constant policy review and documentation. But I believe that the con would just go away because the salary for this job, it ranges from $105,000 to $140,000. So for my personal rating, I will be giving this job a 4 out of 5. Why? Well, it's not the most exciting job to say the very least. However, it makes it up for it being a fairly easy field to get into. And also the pay. You cannot forget about the pay. Speaking about high pays, that leads me to number 4, data scientist. Now, what you're basically going to be doing for this job is that you're going to be analyzing large data sets to identify trends and make predictions for companies. So you're basically going to become your company's Google. You're going to analyze all the data, all the trends, all the cool and trendy stuff that the kids are into nowadays. And then your boss takes all the information and then he improves the product accordingly. And the pro for this job is that it is always constantly in high demand and it is very intellectually stimulating. However, the con is that it will require some programming knowledge, aka Python, R, SQL, and it will also require a strong analytical skill. However, the pay will make up for it because you're going to be making from $120,000 a year to $180,000 a year. That's almost $200K. And so taking that into account, for my personal rating, I will give this a 3 out of 4. Why? Well, it is a fairly hard field to get into. However, if you have enough dedication and motivation and drive for it, you will be earning that extra sweet money. And well, I'm willing to bet that you like money considering that you're watching a YouTube video about high-paying jobs. Speaking about jobs, let's now talk about our 5th job, software QA engineer. And for this job, what you're basically going to be doing is that you're going to be testing softwares and applications to identify bugs and ensure quality before they launch. And the pro to this job is that it's also in high demand, meaning that they're hiring, and it does come with relatively lower stress. However, the con is that it's going to come with repetitive testing tasks and it's going to require a technical understanding of software. So good luck with that. But it will make up for it because the salary is pretty good. It ranges from $100,000 to $140,000. For my own personal rating, I will be giving it a 3 out of 5 because it does require a moderate amount of technical knowledge, and compared to the rest of the jobs in this video, it doesn't pay as much. So yeah, I will be giving it a 3 out of 5. And that leads me to our last job in this video, patent examiner. For this job, what you're basically going to be doing is that you're going to be reviewing patent applications and determining whether or not they meet legal requirements. The pro of this job is that you're going to be working independently. So for those of you who are introverts, this is going to be the perfect job, and it is a steady government job, meaning that it's going to come with government benefits. However, the con is that, like the rest of the jobs, it could be tedious and it will require an understanding of legal and technical fields. As for the salary, you're going to be making from $110,000 to $150,000. And so, as for my own personal rating for this job, I will be giving it a 4 out of 5. It doesn't pay the most out of this whole list, but it will give you the benefits that will come along with a government job. And so, there you have it. That was 6 boring remote jobs that pay 6 figures. And yet, most people overlook them because they're considered boring jobs. With that said, let us know down in the comments which one of these jobs in this video sounds like it's the best fit for you. And if you want a more in-depth video as to why boring jobs could very well be your future dream job, watch this video right here or somewhere. Anyways, that's about it. Bye.